Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through!
Salutations, saucy simians, and welcome to Fumble Through!
Fumble Through!
A podcast that recently learned how to stand on its own 2 feet just to rub it in the face of Primate change deniers.
What?
Primate change deniers.
Oh,
instead of climate
dude.
change deniers. Get it?
That's the one you
Primate.
laughed at yourself?
Yeah. I thought it was really funny. Primate change deniers instead of climate change. Because if you read it, it's funnier.
No one cares.
Oh, yeah, it's because you're all flat earthers.
Great, in an audio medium. Read this.
No, I'm a bat birther.
What's a bat birther?
It's like flat earther, but with different letters.
Okay. Luke's done. Luke's out of this.
I'm checking out.
It's that time again, so pull up a chair, rattle your dice, cast your judgmental looks at Brett as he performs his pre-game stretch routine. No one needs that mental image. It's really great to be here with you all, and I, for one, am excited to get into the carnage that should be this week's game. I'm going to kill all you motherfuckers!
It should be
Bring it
this
on,
week's
bring it on.
TPK.
It's going to be great. Speaking of aliens who have symbiotic relationships with a man named Cletus,
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure you guys donate to our Buy Me a Coffee. Hopefully we'll have some of those tasty membership goals coming out soon
yeah.
that we mentioned last
The
episode.
more we get on Buy Me a Coffee, that better those websites than the stretch goals. And is that what they're called? Stretch goals?
That's what I just did before the episode.
Gross.
Yeah, my goal's to stretch more, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm not even going to ramble on in front
Good.
of this week's dicey question. You wonderful people out there, you know the drill. So let's get to it. This week's dicey question is: develop 5 events that would take place in the Fantasy Olympic Games. So
5 each.
in an Olympic Games ceremony that's held in a fantasy world, what are 5 events that you can come up with that you would have? We're going to go around the table and do 1 each until we get to 5.
So once round and 1 extra.
No, all around, and we're going to do it as many times as we. I want to see if we can get to 5.
All right.
I mean, it just dawned on me doing maths that's 20 events, so that's a whole Olympics.
Do we need to roll off to see who goes first?
Nah, I don't
You
know.
love a roll-off, don't you?
I do.
Who
Okay,
wants to go first?
I'll
Let's
go
on.
first.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
Oh, well, maybe you two should roll off if both of you want to go first.
4.
4.
Oh, and again,
no.
then. Here we go.
4.
12. Okay.
All right. All right, what you got for us, Luke?
The magic missile range.
Okay, what does that
So like
entail? Tell us about it.
archery, but it's magic missile.
Don't they hit unerringly?
Huh?
Doesn't
miss.
Doesn't it always?
Yeah, I know. Right. Everyone's a winner, right? It's all inclusive. It's for the millennials.
So everyone gets a trophy game.
So
It's
someone
the
did
best dressed event for the Olympics.
That's so good. I actually quite like that. All right, Lindsay, what did you have?
The Dwarven Hammer Toss.
Nice.
Okay, tell us about it.
It's just dwarves throwing hammers.
So it's only for dwarves. It's a bit rare. Can't it be open to like all
Well,
races?
originally it was going to be the halfling toss,
Yeah,
where you toss a halfling.
off.
But then I'm like, oh, I've been reading Dritz, and the hammer you throw and
Yeah.
comes back, and
Yeah, but
Dwarven hammer
that's
toss.
Wolfgar. That's
It's
not
still-
even a dwarf that
It
throws.
was made by a dwarf.
It was, but
You got to throw dwarven hammers. How about
okay,
that?
so it's a
Dwarven
dwarven
hammers.
hammer toss, as in dwarven hammers being tossed.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, Brett, have you got anything?
Long jump while you're on your animal companion.
Oh, like a
show
horse,
jumping.
the show
kind of-
jumping.
but long jump. Just long jump.
Okay. On my
I-
griffin.
I was going for high jump,
On
but
my
we
dragon?
know that's awful. High jump, we know that's awful on a riding dog.
Yeah. Well, but you would win on a winged creature.
You could, yes. I think
Yeah.
there'd be limits on that, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this teleporting dog is doing quite well.
Well, would do really well. Yeah. I got a really special one. I've been cooking up this one. Archery. That's it. Just
Yep.
archery.
Yep.
Good.
Luke,
Okay.
number 2.
Idolin fighting.
Let's go.
Oh, so yeah, so you have the ring with the idolins in there, and
Yeah.
the guys that cast them in the corners. And, yeah.
So like
just-
a Pokemon tournament.
Yeah.
That's a week.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's fantastic. You win at this, Luke, so
Yeah,
far.
this is really good. Are you allowed to summon creatures, or does it just have to be eidolons?
Just the Eidolons, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
The way I thought about it first of all was that idea of one of your earlier characters where you're inside the
yeah.
and they're both
The
in the ring
synthesis.
fighting that
yeah,
way.
yeah, I like
I
it.
thought that'd be pretty cool. But yes, but ringside summoners.
Yeah, I like it. Lindsay?
Greased hurdles. So it's just like normal hurdles,
Yeah.
but the field's got grease cast all over it.
So people move at half speed,
Yep.
have to make dex checks,
Yep.
and can't jump.
Well, they can jump, just not very well.
Just not very well.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that too.
Yeah, yep.
The disguise self beauty pageant.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's very. That's does that kind of replace your rhythmic gymnastics? Is that kind of world?
I don't want to give up the rhythmic gymnastics just yet, Justin. It's too soon in this game to
Yeah,
let
fair
rhythmic
enough.
gymnastics be off the table.
Yeah, fair enough. I've got a really good one. Again, I've been thinking about this. Fencing. People have to
Cool,
build
cool.
a fence.
Terrible.
See, you thought swords. I got a building
I
thing.
just turn up with a layer of building and I'm away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Luke?
Deeper darkness javelin.
God, I wouldn't want to be the guy who's measuring. There's always a guy out in the field.
Or a spectator too close for that matter, right?
that's right. Yeah.
It's not much of a watching game in
No,
Deeper
it's the-
Darkness, is it?
Oh, I'd like to take that up a notch. Deeper darkness hammer throw because they spin
No,
around.
yeah.
You don't know where to
Could
go.
go anywhere. Nice.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Kind of like ski jumping,
Yep.
right? But for some reason, I have a dragon involved. I'm just trying to figure out how that works.
Like Fred Flintstone coming down the back of a
Yeah,
dinosaur and
Kind of, yeah.
off the
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out, one, how do they get on the dragon? Two, what is on their feet? Three, how do you win?
I think you're thinking too hard about the.
I mean, they're not. Fuck, Justin's had fencing and fucking archery.
I think-
I don't get picked on this round.
He is angry today,
He
right?
really is angry today. He
what-
told us he was angry before he came here.
what I'm saying, Lindsay, is you've done enough. That's a good choice.
Yeah, the more you delve into it, the worse it's getting. I do like the idea of a dragon being involved in an event. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, what you got, Brett?
I'm thinking of something with a treant and a wood chopping tournament.
Oh, that's ow.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. Fireball dodging.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
stand in a field and
Yeah.
dodge a fireball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
you definitely know who's going to lose because they don't come out alive.
I'm surprised you didn't go with jousting.
Well, I wanted to have it based in realism.
Ah, right.
Luke,
So I was thinking more like crufts, but with animal companions for
what's cruff?
crufts. So like where
It's
they
that
the
dog-
dogs thing where they have them run around
Oh,
courses
okay. Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
person leading
Yeah.
them around and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But animal companions instead.
Okay.
Be a bit difficult with a dolphin, but you know.
Dolphin. Or very entertaining.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Come on, Fluffy, my little animal companion
Summon
bear.
water. Summon water. Summon water.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Gobsled.
What's gobsled?
Goblin slaying.
No, it's bobsledding, but with goblin. You ride a goblin instead of a bobsled.
You just ride a
Hold on to
goblin.
the ears.
Oh my goodness, that would not be very good.
Oh, be like this. Is it the skeleton or the luge? Just going down the- just
Oh,
holding on to the ears.
skeleton. That's my next one.
Brett, what have you got?
I want to go with rhythmic gymnastics now.
Rhythmic gymnastics?
Yeah, acrobatics
Just with the
checks.
ribbon? Yeah, acrobatics checks.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe this next event, but all I know is that there are wizards that levitate you as high as you can possibly go. But the challenge is you've got to cast Featherfall
Nice.
before you hit the
Like
ground.
that, but
So it's like you're falling for like minutes at a time, and you've got to cast Featherfall at the right spot or splat.
The latest casting of
yeah.
Featherfall wins.
Like
Yeah, basically
chicken.
chicken. Yeah.
The ground.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Luke, I think this is the last one, isn't it?
I think I had a girlfriend who thought about doing that, but then she dumped me. She shut on me from a great height. Terrible.
Primate change deniers.
Sorry, I meant to say a girlfriend with IBS, but
All right, Luke, what have you got? Come on, last one. You've been golden at this. I think you are MVP at this.
I don't know. I think I might get a bit mundane now. So pickpocket.
Okay.
So yep. You have to get from one end of the room to the other, full of people, picking as many pockets as you can.
like
nice.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Like a room full of angry trolls or something. Just to get past
Something
them.
like that. Yeah.
Yep. Lindsay?
Tensor's floating disc golf.
Tensors.
So it's like frisbee golf.
Okay, but you got to throw your floating disc.
Yeah, but you're on your floating disc.
Yeah. What about like the I guess it's called Bigby's hand in Dungeons and Dragons? Is that the defending team can
goalkeeper.
use Bigby's
Yeah.
hand to try and stop them from getting in the goals? Something along those lines. Brett?
The Red Bull Magic Carpet Races.
Nice.
Okay. So you got to fly through the flags and
Through hoops. Yep, all the things.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the last one I've got is it's again pretty mundane, but just a bard competition. You know, who can
Sing
tell the
off.
best story? Who can sing off? Like Australia's Got Talent, America's Got Talent. Whatever country you come from's got talent. They don't. I've seen the show.
Absalon's got talent.
Absalon's Got Talent. I like it. Yeah, should have gone there first. In an Olympics that's set in a fantasy realm, are there still gold, silver, and copper pieces, or do you
Platinum.
have to get platinum? Yeah, you got to platinum it out.
Mithril.
Oh, mithril. Yeah, wonderful.
Unless it's, the magic missile event, because you'll all get mithril, right?
The magic missile run. It's like the running of the bulls. It's just wizards shooting magic missiles and you gotta outrun
you're
them.
talking.
You got to get outside the distance that
Nice.
it can run.
That's good.
beforehand.
Kill magic missile dodgeball.
I think we should have an Olympics. That's wicked. That's wicked cool. All right. Just to sober us up a little, hey guys, you're going to die tonight. It's time for that final
Do you know what?
fight against Skellsgeek. It has been a quiet 3 episodes so far where we haven't had a fight. No one's died. I mean, Flopsy's still probably got some PTSD from the last encounter. It's been a while since we've seen some blood being drawn.
I would like to point out,
Yeah.
I thank you for drawing it out an extra episode so that we can have this battle with a were creature on a full moon, on an actual full moon.
It is
a
full moon tonight. Yeah.
Just got me in the spirit.
In the spirit. Well, Lindsay, I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right. No!
I'm out.
I don't think I actually came in.
Primate changed
That's what she
tonight.
said.
I was about to say, you got 2 daughters that say otherwise.
Oh, that got weird.
You made it weird.
Yeah. You made it weird.
Yeah, I did. It took me a minute. And I was like, "What? Oh, yeah."
It's been weird since Primate changed, to be quite honest.
Primate changed tonight. See, if I say it enough, it's going to get funnier. It's going to get funnier.
Hashtag Primate changed tonight.
I think we got our episode name.
Oh, yeah.
If you
Faux show.
if you like Justin's joke, please let us know on
Please
Facebook,
stay away.
Twitter, or Instagram.
Hey, you know what? If you-
Absolutely tell Henry Cavill about
Oh, yeah. If you don't like my jokes at the beginning, or you would like to actually send some suggestions in, I'm really happy that for you guys to send in something that starts with a podcast that, and then fill in the blanks. Like that's
That'll be a good segment.
yeah,
That'll be really good. Somebody else contributing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. it'll be wonderful.
Can't get any worse.
That was my thong. Sorry. Just fell off my foot.
We are a multinational podcast. You can't say that was my thong on a non-visual medium and not expect people to be
With a noise.
Someone's pulled it back and let it go.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, you guys are treating this way too flippantly. You're gonna die,
So-
and it's gonna be a horrible, horrible
As
thing.
I was going to say, I am just, if this ends up being one of those moments that we have had a few of in our history
It's
around
just
this
a big
table,
letdown.
where it's one round and it's,
Yeah.
it's over.
Then he's asleep.
You're done. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
he
would
just
like
gets
to say-
slept in the first round.
This has happened every time, and it's made for really good things. So I'm going to keep doing it. Come on, bring it. You've said you're going to kill us multiple times, and you have yet to kill anyone.
Well,
Bring it on, Justin.
I've killed.
Bring it on.
I've killed people's sense of humor.
I'm just going to qualify what Lindsay said with Flopsy's been very close to death a lot.
Yeah, we've all been close to death,
Yeah.
but none of us are actually dead.
I'm not sure you understand how close to death Flopsy was last time we met. He met Skellsgig. It was touch and go.
Yeah. That was dice rolling.
That was one burst that saved him.
That was the
welcome.
luck of fate right
Uh-huh.
there. So, the last thing that we did was there was a cutscene, smash cut, montage. We've got Reg just magicking up his hair. Magicking up?
Stop. Just stop. This
I don't even know how to say
wrong
that.
all the way.
Up magic hands.
Oh, me.
Yeah. We've got Flopsy viciously scribing some scrolls.
Got an idea for a new spell. It's called Primate
Yeah,
Change.
yeah, and then we've got Miles sitting in there trying to learn some new spells, feeding him through. Now, how many times did you failed?
I was feeding scrolls through Tippy like it was a freaking shredder. 5 scrolls to learn one spell.
Oh wow, you really were wow.
So
And you rolled those
125.
last time, didn't you? Yeah. Well, we should have had the combat with those rolls.
Yeah.
125 gold pieces for that spell.
Oh wow, that's how many days on the watch? How many weeks on the watch?
That's my retirement fund.
Yeah. So you now have the point where you are going to move to the watch house. The sun's starting to descend to the western horizon over Absalom. The city is gathering itself and preparing for a nighttime, and you can see the full moon rising, coming up over to the top. You know that tonight is the night that Skelsgig is going to come in, and he's set to pay Agnes a little bit of a visit.
As we walk, this is just like again out of game. I just want some prediction. Do we think anyone's going to die tonight?
Skelsgig.
Justin's hope forever creating a bad boss that's going to actually manage to do what it's supposed to do.
Is that what you reckon? You reckon we're just going to stomp him?
No, we're going to die. It's fine.
You reckon we're going to die?
I think this is the time.
Brett?
Yeah, I think this is the time.
I'm significantly nervous for Flopsy and the amount of damage he's going to put out, that it's going to come back at him and he can't stand up to that.
Yeah, I'm significantly nervous that Luke's just going to do 3 points of damage over and over and over
Half that,
again.
Justin.
And then we're going to have to halve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the bomb, is the bomb going to be 3 damage? Is it really?
It
The
depends
way
on your,
you roll?
if they're 1d6 plus your intelligence modifier.
No, plus your intelligence. He doesn't roll his intelligence modifier on a bomb.
Yeah, the intelligence is how well you throw it. Just like the attack on a...
What?
If I was...
What rule are you using? Dex is how you throw
Dex,
bombs
yeah.
in this world. What Olympic games are you in?
Sorry, that's what a...
That's that's specific to you.
Alchemist does.
Yeah, that's specific to you.
You primate denier.
Yeah, primate change denier. That's what you get. See, it's catching.
Anyway, I personally think one of us is going to die at least, but I think we'll get Skelsgig.
Well, eventually, Lindsay, we're all gonna die. Yeah,
Not me.
It's
Just
just
going to keep replacing parts with robots.
just full robots.
Yep.
This is my robot's arm.
It's this
His name's
guy
Bert.
in Moss Esper that does that for you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Enough pussyfooting around. Let's get into the warehouse. Who's going in first? Where are you happening? What's going on? Let's get into it. If we're going to have this.
We're creeping in through the day one at a time, taking our positions.
Okay.
Do we need to do stealth checks or we take 20s on that?
Well, what I would like you to do, so this is really for the listeners at home, but if you guys in the room can pull up your Roll20 and log in, you will notice that there is already a map in there that is a warehouse. For the listeners at home, Brett, can you describe this warehouse? I know you've done this before, but would you like to do it again, please?
Mum, what's my login for D20?
What's the game pin? Do you want to join me in? I reckon we should do a t-shirt
Holy
range now for
shit.
Absalom Olympic events.
Yeah. Yeah. If there is anybody out there that would
Any
like to draw
design
pictures
ideas.
of the Absalom Olympics.
Like in the little stickman event things that
Yeah,
you see in the
yeah,
bottom left
that'd
hand
be
corner.
wicked.
Yeah, that'd
That'd
be awesome.
wicked. And the little rings are all shields
Yeah.
intertwined together.
So it is kind of like
Wait, you're not Brett. Go on, Lindsay.
so it's kind of like a big rectangle with a little rectangle off to the east a bit. Kind of like a plus sign, but missing the left hand.
Yeah, a little bit like a keyhole.
Yeah. But there's a ramp down the bottom and there's 2 ramps up the top and there's a door to the west.
There's more than that. So there's a door to the north, there's a door to the south, there's a door to the east, and there is a second door to the north on the smaller little square that's attached with bigger kind of 2 double doors that are sitting there.
Oh.
They're all large. There is a tinier door. If you look over to the east, the southeast corner, there's a small door. Essentially, for the listeners at home, it's quite a large warehouse, and the whole thing is filled with boxes, barrels, crates, and lots of different clutter that you guys have essentially moved in a way that benefits you, so that this ground is your own. So, if I can get you to place yourself, so where do you think you would be, Reg, when at the beginning of this this kind of as you're setting up? So it's sundown right now. What are you doing for this moment?
Meditating.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one with the universe.
At one with the universe.
Yeah.
So are you omnipresent inside the warehouse?
Yeah, so I'm in my position.
Okay, where do you think your position would be? Describe that.
Doggy style.
Downward dog, I think you're thinking of?
Sorry, yes. I don't fucking know. Put me somewhere. I don't care. Somewhere I can throw to the back center of the room easily.
Reggie is going to be hiding to the south. There's some large barrels stacked up on his left and right, and he's got a clear view to where we've got the silent image in the center of the map.
Okay, so Reggie nestles himself in a hiding
That's
spot
bullshit, I don't
amongst
like that.
some of the crates.
Directly opposite him is Miles hiding behind some barrels.
Okay, so you're both
So if
nestled in amongst all of the crates and barrels. You've made yourselves like little nests, I guess, with hidey holes that you could probably shoot from or see from, and you've kind of tested the cover. We're going to do some rolls around this in a little while, just to do some hidey stealth checks, just to make sure. What about you, Flopsy? Where would you be?
Flopsy's in the northwest corner, as far away from the image of Agnes as possible, but with sightline, covered by boxes, but sightline to keep that image up.
Okay, so you would be, because there are mounds of crates between you and where Agnes would be, I'm assuming that you've stacked up some stuff so that you're on top a little bit, so that you can just see over the top of a mound of crates.
Gap in between.
Yeah, perfect.
Something like that.
Okay. Obviously you're not going to be able to run straight at that kind of stuff. It's going to cause a blocker for you. Just
Perfect.
remember that.
Blocker for anything coming at me is what Flopsy is thinking.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
My concern here is when I throw an alchemist bomb, if I miss, is there a chance I overthrow and
Yes.
it goes past directly opposite?
You are hitting
Brilliant.
a ranged touch attack.
Yeah, you're hitting a square. Aim for the no.
Aim for him, it'll do more damage. The splash damage on our alchemist fire is 1.
I thought the whole point was we had a big stack of potion.
No, that was no.
All right.
So I'm aiming. The idea with this is the splash damage is better than the direct hit. The
No.
direct hit's better.
The direct
Aim
hit is
for
always
him.
better. Splash damage will always be 1 for you. I get more because I'm good at this shit.
Even if I throw it 20 feet, I still get splash damage. Is the idea I stuffed it up that it's
If
flicked
you
out?
are next to the bomb when it goes off, you'll get 1 point of damage.
Mhm.
If you miss him and it lands next to him, he will get 1 point of damage. If you overthrow it by 20 feet, that's a significant miss and you've really fucked up. And at that point, someone deserves to get hurt. Somebody going to get hurt real bad.
needs to die.
Is that Skullsgig's saying? Is that what he says?
Somebody going to get a bird.
Somebody going to get burnt. Hey, Bert.
Hey, bird.
Flopsy is hunkered down, hiding and concentrating on a silent image of Agnes. He is expecting that his colleagues have some way of notifying if we should start buffing.
Yep. Tippy is flying around every half hour, coming back in to get message recast on her.
Mm-hmm.
And but she's just doing a big patrol pretty high up, but she can see things. So hopefully she'll let us know.
Reggie's,
If not, I'll cast message on you guys.
So Reggie's just, like I said, meditating, deep, slow breaths, just trying to take in as much information from his senses, from the surroundings.
Mm-hmm. And we zone in. And we're actually going to go back in time just before you. I'd like to hear what your characters would have said to each other on the way inside into the warehouse. What were the last comments? What was your interactions?
Don't die, dickheads.
I suggest a tactical wee before we go in. We don't know how long we're going to be hunkered down. Gentlemen, my suggestion is also to take this deadly serious. This creature almost did me in last time. Hold nothing back. Game faces on.
If anything happens to me, take care of my parents. Well, the one that's still alive and my brother and sister.
We got this, boys.
No, but just,
we
just
got
in
it.
case.
Don't you worry. We got it.
Excellent. I love having you around, Reggie. It's a very small comfort, and I don't mean that in a patronising way.
Oh, you just pissed him off.
Don't let him Saloni me.
So after those touching words, you hunker down. All right. So the two things, the mechanical things that we need to do right now is you all need to make some stealth checks just to see that you
Can I take
are
a 20?
concealed. No, because there's chance of failure. Unfortunately, I did think about it.
Flopsy rolled a 19 on his stealth check.
Okay, perfect.
Nice. Is that a total of 19?
Don't set it up for a big shit all over. Nice, you did so very well.
Yeah. Reggie rolled a 13, which gives him a 25.
Okay.
With a +1 to stealth, Miles got a 16.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you
I
did
rolled a
say
15.
sure. +1, 16.
He did the maths as he was going.
You rolled the highest, I think.
Rolled a 15.
Yeah, we both got 13s.
All right.
Very
So
well
I
done.
need you guys to remember those numbers because they are going to play importantly. You hunker down, you're meditating, you're waiting. As always, when you are hiding and waiting for something, you get the urge to pee, even if you just have gone to the toilet. It always happens. You see a trickle of water come out down Flopsy's tail, but he directs it into the right place. So
Nice.
using his tail as
That is a talent, right?
outside.
I have never touched my penis in the last 12 years.
Yeah, neither has anyone else. All right, so 1 hour goes past. You get to about 6 o'clock at night. Another hour. Get to about 7 o'clock. Have you had dinner? Tummies are starting to rumble if you haven't.
I'm very disciplined in fasting.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Hot pockets.
Oh, alchemical hot pockets.
Yep.
Steam starts coming out. The smell of hot pockets from the corner of Flopsy.
He's done a half cook on these ones.
Yeah, nice, nice. 8 o'clock rolls by. 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
I cast one of my mage armors.
12 o'clock. It becomes the witching hour.
So is that gone now, that mage armor?
This is your hour, Miles.
I got a couple of scrolls. It's fine.
This is your hour.
Yeah. It is the hour of both Miles and Flopsy, the witching hour, also known as the devil's hour, depending on which side of town that you come from. These are the moments just past midnight when all of you need to give me a perception check.
Tippy as well?
Tippy's outside?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Reg got 19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. That's really good, Reggie. Yeah.
I've rolled a 9, so
What'd you get, Flopsy?
27 with a natural 20 on that one.
That's not bad.
Nice. I rolled a 17, but because I don't have Tippy on me, that takes it to a 16.
Okay. You don't hear any movement. You don't hear a door that has been triggered to squeak or a box that's been triggered to fall over as somebody takes the egress into the warehouse itself. But what you do hear coming out from the grates beneath the floor, a breathing. And you hear it get a little bit closer and a voice comes out. It is time, my princess. Time for the feast that I promised you. Your hunger will be abated soon. You will not think of your empty belly. You will think of something better. You will be one with Skelsgig. You will join with me, and our power will grow, and you will make Skelsgig even more powerful. And from beneath the floor, just coming through, levitating, if you will, through the very floor itself, comes the maw of a goblin, followed by the canine shape of a wolf, all the way up until the hands that you know as Skelsgig pops right into a space almost halfway distant between both Miles and Reg, about 5 foot away from where Agnes, or the image of Agnes, is chained to the floor Here's a question I've got for you, though, Brett. Does he need a will save as he?
Should he interact with that silent image?
Yes. Well, I would determine right now that his scent ability, which he has, will enact. And given the fact that Agnes gives off no scent, what would he have to be rolling?
Will save.
Here. That is a 16 for a will save.
Good. I should probably have the answer to your question, which is, what's the DC, Brett? 16 will disbelieve that that image is actually Agnes.
And as soon as he spies, so you can hear as he sniffs the air and he looks at Agnes, and his paw almost runs straight through the spike in the ground and the chain, the illusionary chain that holds Agnes in place. Initiative.
Surprise, bitch!
Oh.
Rot roll.
Initiative's coming up from Miles. What have you got?
10.
Row indeed. Reg.
22.
Oh, very nice. Flopsy.
Levensies.
And for the enemy, I'll just say I rolled a natural 18 and he goes first. The first action that Skellsgig does is he makes a perception check. He's looking around to see what is this tomfoolery. Where is Agnes gone? Why is Agnes not? Where have you gone, my sweet? Come to me. And he makes a perception check. 23 on perception. And remember, from here, for every 10 foot it is away from Skellsgig that you get to add to your stealth check. So
you put him on the map.
instead of him subtracting, you get to add to that.
Cool.
And you can see Skellsgig right there. So on roll 20, he's sitting right in the middle of there, almost equidistant to Reg. As a matter of fact, he's popped up, Reg, about 5 foot away from you. And he's about, I think it's 15 foot away from Miles. Flopsy's got probably the furthest distance away at this point, where he is, what is that? It's about 35 feet away.
So how much do you add per 10
from
feet?
you. For 10 feet, you add 1 to the check.
Sees me.
Okay. What about you, Reg?
I had a 25, so I'm all good.
Okay. He does not see you at all.
What did he roll?
23.
So I had a 19 stealth, but over in the corner about 50 diagonal steps away, it's a +5, which gets me to 24, one better than his perception.
Oh, so he just misses. So the only person that he sees is actually going to be Miles. Miles, he looks at you.
Talking a free action?
And it is a free action.
Hey, Skellsgig. So powerful that you can only grow stronger by eating children. How about you got something your own size?
I intend to. And he charges. He moves straight through the boxes. You can see his presence as he gets to that first box. Instead of stopping or moving the boxes aside, he immediately just moves straight in and starts passing through the boxes like he passed through the floor. He moves up to you, Miles, and he attempts to just strike at you with a bite. And that is going to be a 20 to hit. Now, not only is that a 20 to hit, the only thing that you get right now is your dex, any deflection bonus, or any force bonus that you have upon your body right at this point in time.
Yep, that hits.
He attempts to hit you. Let's see the percentile chance. Now, we're going to do this from the bottom upwards. Okay, so we're going low all day. Remind me, we are going low, because last time we went low, high, as I kind of went backwards. He rolls 88% in order to hit you. So that's going to ring true, and you are going to get hit for 10 points of damage.
Roll.
That's his go done, though. Reg, your go.
Reg is going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. So Reg casts a spell, Shield of Faith. What does Shield of Faith give you?
Shield of Faith gives me a +2 deflection bonus.
Okay, so your armor class increases by 2 at this point in time. You're going to move? You're going to do anything else?
As I am still undetected for now, I'm going to wait there in the hopes that Miles is going to have a flash of inspiration and fucking move so I don't hit him with the bomb.
All right, Flopsy.
Flopsy sees the attack and pulls one of the scrolls that he's laid out in front of him up.
Yep.
And casts Magic Missile from it.
Ooh, hits unerringly.
What does that mean?
Okay, so it means that he's in an Olympic event. He has to run as far as
He's
he
going to
can.
win. He's going to win a platinum or a mithril.
Yeah.
That is natural 1 on the damage, 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. Is it only one missile?
That's as much as you get out of a second level Arcanist.
Okay, so 2 points of damage though, because as we established last episode, for anyone that didn't know, Skellsgig is blinking in and out of existence at this point in time. He has an ability to go incorporeal, is what it's called.
Is he in control of that?
And not really. So he has
And
a
yet,
chance.
conveniently, he's corporeal to hit Lindsay.
He has a chance of missing though, and that's exactly what was his foil when he went to drag Flopsy.
Right.
Is that he turned incorporeal as he went to drag Flopsy and just went straight through his body.
See, I didn't understand that at the time.
Yeah.
Now I don't think you're a cheater.
Yeah. so the force effect of a magic missile, because it is a force. So these magic missiles, what do your magic missiles look like?
Teardrops.
So a teardrop flies through and it will hit him regardless of if he's corporeal or incorporeal, because it's a force effect, and force effects work on both the ethereal plane and the material plane as well, doing 2 points of magical.
Solid start. Let's do this.
And then Flopsy's going to try and stealth again behind these boxes.
Okay, and then Flopsy attempts to stealth. Let's see it, Flopsy. -20.
Cool. -9.
That's a really good roll, but you get the idea that Skellsgig knows where you are. Miles, it is your go. You are standing face to face with this thing. It is actually inside of a box and half outside of a box, but it is within 5 foot of you, right next to you.
You're pathetic, Skellsgig. You couldn't even come here on your own volition. You had to get lesser people to summon you here. You're ridiculous, Misfortune.
Okay, that's a
Will save.
Will save. Can you just do a percentile chance for me, please?
I don't think I need to, because I only need to. You said it was a site-based thing last time we had this discussion.
Yeah, but all
Okay.
supernatural effects.
That's why I was asking about the ethereal
Yeah, that
plane.
was cackle.
You said, I asked specifically, could I see
Yeah.
or
Could he
hearing?
hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cackle is heard.
Yeah.
Misfortune is visual.
Yeah, but all supernatural effects are also 50% mischance, so you got to roll for it.
Bullshit. 4.
4. So as we said, low, it's actually going to miss him. But just for shits and giggles, I'm going to do a will save, and that's a will save of 20 anyway, so he would have saved that regardless. Not that you want that as your
And then I 5-foot step to the side.
as your world. So, and I am reading this, and yes, it did actually go through. I read it wrong the first time. It can only be harmed by other incorporeal creatures, magic weapons, or creatures that strike as magic weapons, spell-like abilities, or supernatural abilities. So I
Cool.
got that wrong. But he did roll, and I got a 20. So
Yeah, he
doesn't go
resisted.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I let you 5-foot step through cover. So let's give and take. Geez, you get angry at stuff.
There's a
Like
path.
you try to
path
piss him
right
off,
there.
and then when it doesn't go your way, you get all upset.
No, I just don't like the way my hex changes rules every session we play.
Well, no, that was the supernatural.
Circumstance.
I read that wrong, but no, this is part of that whole 50% mischance. But I actually read that wrong. So spell-like abilities also work on him.
That's as close to an apology as you're going to get.
Yeah, fuck off. All right, round number 2. Skellsgig, still 5 foot within you, Lindsay. He is going to, hearing you egg him on, hearing all of those things, you are about to cop 3 attacks all at once. First attack is going to be a bite. He is going to attempt to bite you for 15.
It's a bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. 10 points of damage. One more time from the bite. 2 claws comes. Oh, wait. But there is also a chance that he misses. 55. So the bite rings true. The next attack is a claw. That is an 86% chance. So he actually that also hits, I think, on a 24.
Yep.
Yep. Not as much damage with his claws. They're not his favorite weapon. So that's 5 points of damage. And for the last claw,
And Miles falls to the floor.
oh shit. Miles falling down means he's going to have to change his actions. Now, looking here, the only thing that he can do, he can see Flopsy. He knows where Flopsy is, but he doesn't, as yet, know the location of Reg, who is mere feet, about 20 feet behind him. Flopsy proved that he can actually damage Skellsgig, so he's going to 5-foot step incorporeally into another series of barrels 5 foot away, so that he can get cover. So essentially he's going to block his line of sight from you by walking into a den of crates, and it's going to take you a perception check to see. He's not entirely inside, so there's parts of his body that are out, so there's a chance you can hit him, but you need a perception check to do that.
Do I need the same?
No, from where you are, you can see that on the other side of Flopsy. So imagine that he's using the crate as a blocker from Flopsy, but from your angle, you can definitely see part of his body, his hind area, sort of sticking out the back end of that box.
Nice.
And Miles is only 30 foot away from you.
Miles is only 30 foot away. Reg, it's your go.
No.
I've just
Don't play his character.
I'm just giving you the maths.
What's the range on a burst?
30 foot, my friend.
Okay.
30 foot.
How terribly convenient.
How terribly convenient.
This is
It's
standard action.
almost like you guys planned this without Luke knowing.
So I'm going to throw a bomb
Mm-hmm.
at Skellsgig.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do this cheekily, stealthily?
You can, but throwing a bomb gives away your position. So if you're going to make a stealth check,
Even if I
after
kind of
it-
like lob it really high so it
Yeah.
kind of lands on top of him?
yeah, if the way that stealth checks work, unless you've got an ability to negate this, is that because you have to come out from cover, like throwing a bomb or anything, you reveal yourself. So you can make a stealth check, but it's at -20 as Flopsy's was.
So the max I could get would be for 12 anyway. So, all right, so let's just lob a bomb.
Mhm.
A ranged touch attack. Yeah? Is that what it
Ranged
is?
touch attack.
That's what it is, right? It's a touch attack, yeah? I've never done a ranged touch attack,
Oh.
ever. I've never
Oh.
had an ability or anything for a ranged touch attack. Natural 19.
Oh, yes.
But I can't crit anyway with this.
No.
It's a natural
So
20.
And you
obviously...
Also need to make a 50% mischance.
No.
As he goes corporeal.
So we're
or
going high for the
incorporeal.
hit?
The
Yep.
good part about this is if you will still do a portion of damage.
Oh, yeah. Splash damage, right?
So roll your
13.
damage in total. So roll all your damage.
What is it? It's a D for the bomb?
A D6.
A D6.
Plus
Oh, so
one.
does AoE damage hurt him?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I could have gone.
5 on the D6.
5 on the D6. Any additions to that? Anything you add?
Plus one.
For what? Intelligence?
No,
Just-
he
no, I don't.
intelligence
you don't
doesn't
get,
play.
You don't get it. Sorry, no.
So just 5 then.
So 5 points of damage. You also see that some of that actually goes through the magical energy damage from, or the alchemical energy damage does go through, and Skellsgig starts to burn a
Baby.
little bit.
So I can't exclude at this point, can I, with my bursts either? So if I burst, I heal him as well, right?
Can
That's
you?
a
Do you have the
feat.
ability
No,
to?
no, that's
exclude?
what I'm saying.
So,
So,
yes, you will heal him. There's probably a chance that wouldn't work either. If
Oh.
attacks don't hit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
Supernatural ability.
Seems fair. Seems fair. I
Yeah.
like that. I like those odds.
are you doing anything else, Reg? Because you can move. You still have a move action left.
So Reg's going to jump down from the barrels now, obviously giving up his position with the throwing of the bomb anyway, and he's moving along the floor in a never eat shredded wheat in a northwesterly direction. So he's just on the left side of the image of, what was her name?
Agnes.
So you're essentially
I'm heading
standing
towards
over one of those
Flopsy's corner,
grates.
basically.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
heading
yeah.
towards Flopsy.
But yeah, closer to Miles because that's my main priority right now.
All right,
Other than
Flopsy, it is actually your go right now. What are you going to do?
Flopsy's going to cast Mage Armor on himself.
Okay,
And he's going to move and hide.
so you're going to move up and hide stealthily.
He's going to follow around the wall on that western edge behind the boxes,
Mm-hmm.
get another position where if he can't see Skellsgig, he's hoping Skellsgig might not be able to see him,
Mm-hmm.
and the stealth check might not be a problem.
Okay,
That is a 19.
a 19 for your stealth check. All right, and remember, because you're moving stealthily, you are half movie at this point as well. Because
Yep.
that's
So it's just moved south 15 foot behind some more different boxes.
Okay. So Flopsy slowly slinks along the wall and you hunker behind some boxes. You don't feel like Skellsgig knows of your whereabouts at this point in time. He's certainly not giving anything away that he knows where you are. Miles, it's your go.
Don't worry about it.
And we're there. Round number 3. That's Skellsgig's go. Skellsgig, seeing that Reg is right in the middle of the open, is going to do probably the only thing Skellsgig can, and he moves up to Reg, base to base, getting in his face. He's actually going to stand over the top of the Agnes that is...
That image will be gone by now.
Okay, that has disappeared, or where Agnes's image was, but he's right next to you, Reg. Because he had to move 15 feet, he only gets one attack upon you, and he...
Bring it.
You look like a tasty morsel. I could put a curry on you.
Well, I hope I give you the shits. It's quick from dog soldiers.
I think Lindsay's already had the shits. Okay.
I had the shits before I even got here. Just to be
yeah, that's true. We did.
No, that was crack the shits, wasn't it?
We did talk about that. All right. That is going to be a 22 to hit you
Yes,
with a
that does hit.
50%. He rolls 50 on the dot. Now, his percentage to hit is a little bit different to your percentage to hit.
Oh, you're making rules up again. Go on.
No, well, his is only 20. Yours is 50. This is the big damage because it's coming from the bite.
It is big damage.
Oh my God, I'm rolling very consistently. 10 points of damage comes in as he clomps his jaws around you and he kind of bites a big chunk and you can see him lick the blood from his lips. Tasty. Reg, it's your go.
Don't forget your aid potions.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's also +1 to hit on an aid potion.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
How long do they
temporary hit
last
points.
for?
That's for 3 minutes on these because they're 3rd level spells.
Oh,
It's
3 minutes.
minute per level.
Right. Let's withdraw. So I will withdraw and move so that I am next to Miles.
Okay, so you actually need to take a bit of a circuitous
Yep.
route because even stepping straight towards Miles will keep you in his area, and you only get 1 square you can withdraw from for free. So it's gonna take 5, 10, 15, 20 foot of your movement to
Yes.
get there,
Correct.
and it's a full round action to withdraw.
Yes.
Okay, Flopsy, it's your go.
Is any of this noise going to have alerted Thunderback at all to...
At the moment, there hasn't really been too much that's been noisy.
Don't I set a bomb off?
So
Don't they go bang?
We had them at a distance from here that
yeah,
Right, okay, cool.
400
Yeah,
feet.
just
And
checking.
remember, there's buildings all
Yeah.
around here, and they're kind of, there's not enough of them to form a real, they're in spaced out area.
I start looking for the conch.
Okay.
Flopsy's going to cast a spell from his person, not from a scroll, and another magic missile ekes
Ooh.
out from his hiding ability
Yep.
and slams into Skellsgig unerringly for 3 points of damage.
Boom. That'll hit, and that'll do full damage. You see that Skellsgig reels back a little bit more as he is hit and damaged.
Go, Flopsy, go.
And then Flopsy's going to move and hide again.
Okay. Are you gonna move inside that same nest of boxes that you were in?
Back to where he was originally.
Okay. Make a hide check for me, stealth.
Pretty shit for 11.
You see Skellsgig's nose kind of flare in his eyes, even though he's trying to, he's playing a little bit coy, so he's trying to make it not look like, but you get the idea that he kind of
I know he can smell the hot pockets.
looks like you. Definitely, you shouldn't have had hot pockets that were made from chum. So chumpy, you can carve it. Primate, deniers. Miles, it's your go.
Natty 20 on my death save.
Okay. All
He's
right.
stabilized.
Yeah.
Round number
But-
4.
I don't just stabilize, I gain 1 hit point back.
No, you don't.
Just reading it.
No, you don't.
Just make sure you're on the Pathfinder.
Yeah. You and your D&D rules. You just stop.
This isn't that free-flowing D&D
Yeah, you
easiness.
just stop bleeding out.
If the character... oh no, never mind.
Yeah. Reading is not our strong point tonight.
Yep.
You know how we always say be more like Luke? We are really taking that a little too far. Not really being able to do stuff. Okay. It's round number 4. 4 rounds have happened since Skellsgig come in here. This is a matter of seconds. So we're 24 seconds after. Not even a minute has passed since Skellsgig has entered the warehouse. It's been a flurry. Miles has already dropped. We've got Reg next to Miles, who's about to administer some healing maybe, and Flopsy is far away in the corner. Are you really shaking your head? I assume that's why you're
I'm going to throw something. Now I'm getting some different.
You're going to coup de grace and put him out of his misery. Skellsgig, seeing you there, Reg, you are really the only viable target that he has.
He's not worried about the magic missile that came out of nowhere.
He is, but he can't get there. His movement speed isn't enough because he has to, even with the ability to move through the boxes that are in the way, he's not going to be able to make it there in time. So he sees you, he turns around, and you can see him cast a spell. You hear magic spidery words. Ooh. And you feel a magical tingle in the air as a cone washes over both you and Miles, but it's not going to affect Miles because he is not awake at this point. Can you please make a will save?
Will, you say?
Is there a chance that if he rolls a really bad roll that he can just fall through the world? Like Kitty Pryde,
like he's in Conan Exiles, and he's loaded wrong.
Yeah, he's loaded wrong. And just
no,
damn.
So Reg rolled a will save, rolled, and then with a total of 26.
Oh, you feel a moment where this invisible cone of tingly magic causes sadness. You felt this before because I believe you got caught in this last time he tried it, or was that only Flopsy that got that?
I think Reg was fucking disgusted. And Flopsy was in despair.
Yeah. So, and you again see this crushing despair start to come over you, but you shake out of it almost immediately. The meditation, the clear mind, the pinnacle of thought takes you out. So you save.
Excellent.
It is your go, Reg.
Okay, I will. I am going to cast Cure Light onto Miles.
Okay.
For 7 points of healing.
That's me waking up. Thank you.
You're on your own, kid, and then I'm going to move.
Don't get penisy.
No, but I am actually going to move. So so I'm going to move. Reg's going to move west by 15 feet, directly away from Miles. So I'm trying to put some distance between the two of us so that Skellsgig's not going to be able to just focus in one area and attack both.
And that's the series of boxes that Flopsy's hiding behind.
But I'm still a good distance away from you as well.
So we're a good, 20, 30 feet away with a bunch of boxes.
Yeah, because basically on the opposite sides of that pile of
I don't want to
boxes.
be in a position where if Skellsgig decides to come for Reg, that if he gets me, he's then able to continue on attacking in his round on the other person that's adjacent to me.
We want to make him move and hit.
Yeah.
So it's one hit around.
Put it this way, if Skellsgig had a lightning bolt, you two are right in a line with each other on the diagonal there, which would be very nice. He looks at you and he says, "Run, get the blood pumping. It always tastes better with a bit of fear and the blood's up." Flopsy, it's your go.
Flopsy's going to cast a spell. Oh, what a surprise. And a magic missile shoots out of his hands and out of my dice tray. For 4 points of fire damage.
Yes.
Smacking into him.
That is great.
I kind of got this image of Flopsy being like the Predator right now, just skulking around in the shadows and this flipping comes out of nowhere.
It's just teardrops.
He's going to give up his stealth at this point and go, "We're bunching in this corner, spread out around the room. Make your move to hit you." And then he's going to move 30 feet to the south. So he's following that kind of western wall.
Almost towards where the door is on that western wall.
He's following the western wall, absolutely south to the western door.
Yeah, you probably think Flopsy's escaping at this point in time or trying to head for an exit.
He's not even trying to stealth that one out, though. So, it does make him a bit more viable for Skellsgig, but he knows it'll buy Reg and Miles around.
Your magic missiles are teardrops, aren't they? So
They are.
You went full Womack and Womack on him.
I'm not even going to dignify. Not even.
No. Footsteps on the dance floor?
No.
I don't even know. No reference
Seal.
understood.
Mommy, baby, are you? Seal?
Does Seal have a tear song?
Era 501 reference not found.
Tears of a
Tears of a Rose.
Of a Rose. From Robin Hood.
Which is funny because he is sniping like a bitch from behind these boxes.
Not as funny as
Primate. He was going to have his other Hot Pocket, but actually he went for the Primate option.
Oh, no. Optimus Prime. Miles, it is your go. The newly renewed Miles as your wounds are knitting back together.
This is hard. Games are hard.
Yeah. I mean, you talked a big game at the beginning.
Believe in you, Lindsay.
I stand up, as I do, pull in my potion of aid, and then drink.
Oh,
Great option.
And I gain 8 temporary hit points.
Wow.
very nice. And those hit points are the ones that go first with 8 as well. It also gives you a bonus to hit.
It does.
Okay.
And because they're Thunderback's potions, they make you a bit more
Talk in a Scottish accent.
Right, okay.
Sorry. What were you going to say?
A bit more constitutionally adept like a dwarf.
He's got a beard from nowhere.
It'd be good if it healed at the same time.
Effectively.
Be lovely.
Effectively.
No, but if it healed me first and then gave me 8.
Right.
Round number 5. 30 seconds in. It has been a whirlwind. The witching hour is bloody. The demon is calling. Skelsgig looking around the room. He's got 3 targets right now that he knows. He's furthest away from Flopsy, and he's about equidistance from both Reg and Miles. I'm going to roll to see which one of you he's going to go for. Reg, you're going to get the high area, and Miles, low. That is a 19 on a D20. I should have kept that as an attack roll, but
Oh, yeah, you should have done a percentile.
no, I really should have. But he moves himself and charges straight at you, Reg. He growls coming near you, and you can hear him smell you as he
Snip this.
moves up. He's moved more than 5 foot. He only gets that one attack again, so he's going to use his bite, his best attack. Towards you. He wants a taste. I rolled a natural 19. However, 25 on the chance. I thought I had missed then. And he does 8 points of damage. He takes a bite, and you can see that he savors the piece of flesh that he tears from you, and he swallows it slowly. You taste good, not as good as a little girl, but you're going to scream like one. Reg, it's your go.
Reg will move 5 feet, get some space,
Ooh, okay.
and I will. Do I do magic weapon? Do I do aid?
That's an interesting dilemma you have there.
To attack or to defend?
I'd
Well,
say
I
go
take
aid,
another hit like he's just done.
because
I'm-
aid's still going to boost your combat power as well. So
True, but if he 5 foots up, then he's going to get the full spread. Or do I throw the bomb?
These
roll
are
for it.
only questions that Reginald can ask.
That's right. Reggie's going to
Answer.
reach into his pocket. He's going to pull out a bomb.
Okay.
He's going to throw a bomb.
Alchemist fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of those
Correct.
bad boys.
Perfect.
Okay.
A ranged touch.
Yep.
17. Does that hit?
17 is definitely going to hit his
A
touch.
ranged touch attack.
Pass. Can you just roll that percentile chance,
Oh,
please?
yeah, the percentile. What am I aiming for? High?
High.
How high?
Above 50.
Above 50.
51 to 100 to be exact.
Come on, Luke. My man has a new pair of shoes.
21.
Roll the damage.
D6 again.
Some of it still goes through.
3.
Oh, the Reggie 3, but not
Reggie 3.
Not all the Reggie 3 goes through. So you can, again, see Skelsgig. He's a little scorched. He's a little hurt, but you definitely don't think in the terms of other rule systems that he is bloodied. He's not there yet. And that brings us to Flopsy. What are you going to do? Stand near the door? You're probably going to just run away? Oh, I know. You know what you haven't done in a while, Flopsy? Thrown a bomb at one of your party members.
Well, I was about to, but then he just 5 foot stepped away. So
What's
there's
the
no
point?
splash damage available for Reginald right now. Flopsy's going to 5 foot step forward, which is towards Skelsgig,
Ooh, gross.
making the distance 20 feet, which is just his natural bomb throwing distance. And he's
Okay.
going to chuck a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
His bombs are a little bit more potent than the little man's. His bomb on a ranged touch is going to be a 14 to hit.
A 14 is going to make it.
And he rolled a 68 on his percentile.
That is going to fully explode while he is on the material plane.
It's 9 points of fire damage.
As you explode again, Skellsgig reels back and you can hear him make a noise you haven't heard. This is the most amount of damage that's happened to him that you guys have ever seen. And Skellsgig starts to look for the very first time. You see a little spark of fear in his eyes as he looks at Flopsy. And then he looks around at both you, Reg, and you, Miles, did you stand up?
I did.
At this point, the furthest one away from him is Flopsy at 20 feet. Then we have a 10-foot gap between Miles and Skellsgig and a 5-foot gap between Reg and Skellsgig. That brings us to Miles. Miles, you back up. Let's see it.
Miles is going to, as a free action, he's going to say, look, couldn't even finish the fucking job. And then he's going to run south his 30 feet. As he does, he's going to cast his Hex Slumber on him. So
Okay.
will save, please.
Okay.
Come on, slumber.
So I've ran south, so I'm about 20 feet away from him now. Too.
That is 22.
Oh.
A natural 15.
Jeepers.
This guy's
Oh,
will
dear.
save's really
Yeah.
high.
I
It's
thought
just
so.
one of those sneaking through, though. It's a
Yeah.
game changer.
Yeah,
I didn't want to use Hex Vulnerability on it, but I thought, it's something that if it gets off while I'm actually doing my move is going to be super
Perfect.
useful. But
Yeah.
It really was. And can you imagine what would happen if he fell asleep? Like you guys could wail on him for almost a free round.
Tactically, we're super well positioned right now with, Reggie 10 foot to the north of him, Miles to the east and south, Flopsy to the west and just a little bit south. He's going to only hit one of us.
Yeah,
The
you're getting
other two-
triangulated.
Yeah. It's a really good positioning for us to kind of try and keep him within us, but not so he can get two of us at once.
Yeah.
It's a move and a hit for him no matter what.
Oh, 5 foot for him. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Round number 6. Enemies go. Skellsgig has 3 viable targets. For the very first time, you see him actually look around at which one. And unfortunately, there is one of you that's made a target of themselves a little more than the
was
rest.
it me taunting him?
It's the third crate to the left.
I did taunt him multiple times.
Yeah, it's true.
You see him lose his temper. You see him with almost a bit of recklessness charge
Come on, come at me. Come at me.
right at Flopsy.
Oh, fucking hell.
No boxes in the way. Charges possible. Oh, you can move through them, dick.
At the end of the charge, he's going to get a +2 to his attack. He probably doesn't even need that to hit you at this point. I'm not sure what your armor class is. He rolls a natural 10. He rolls an 86 on his percentile chance, so his attack comes through and he hits you
What's a natural 10 add up to?
20.
Plus 10 on the hit.
Yeah.
Joy.
I get my dex.
You get your dex.
I get my +4 to mage armor.
You get your +4 to mage armor.
And I get my net base 10.
And you get your base 10.
I still don't have enough. Fuck.
Oh, really? I thought you were. When you, I was like,
I was at
oh,
18. I'm
this
at
is-
18.
I was about to
No,
say.
16, sorry.
Jesus,
I'm at
you
16.
pumped yourself up. Have
No,
you got any
I'm at
deflection
16.
bonuses? Because you get those
I
as
haven't
well.
got, no, we didn't have buffing time. So,
Okay.
you got the one mage armor in.
9 points of damage as he
And-
takes a bite out of you. And he immediately takes that bite and spits your flesh out. He doesn't like. Your heart will taste better than your flesh.
And Flopsy falls to the floor.
What?
with just 8 points of damage.
Have you been damaging yourself this entire time?
No.
What?
God, doesn't make any sense.
This doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Reg, it's your go. Flopsy's just fallen.
See Flopsy falling down.
Falling to the floor.
I cast magic weapon on my
Okay,
hands.
so
Well, on
you're-
my yeah.
Your hands chunk glow with magic weapon. Are you going to move?
Yeah. I am going to go 15 feet south. So I'm just going to move in between
So you're going
Miles and Skellsgig.
Yep,
closer to
okay.
him.
Not closer to him, just straight down.
Yep.
15 feet.
So you're still a distance of 10 foot away from
Yeah.
Skellsgig.
So he's
at
still
this
going to
point.
get one hit off if he comes at me.
Okay,
But
sure.
I'm making sure he doesn't have a clear run at Miles as well.
Okay. All right, so you interject,
Yeah.
putting your body on the line.
Yeah, fists glowing.
Wow. Flopsy, it is your go. Are you actually down? Jesus, what happened? 10 points.
Flopsy's going to delay.
The demon of Pattis Glass Jaw.
You might want to make a perception or sense motive.
Oh, are you fucking bluffing right now?
It's very possible. That
Okay,
Flopsy's
that's a bluff versus sense motive.
playing bullshit games with you, but he did roll before for a bluffness.
Did you roll above a 16?
I did.
He thinks you're on the floor.
This is
18.
great.
Oh,
This
Flopsy's
is
unconscious
great.
and dying.
Oh, that's great. Can I take a? Do I need to oppose that to see?
Sense the motive.
Sense your motive.
Flopsy
I guess
has-
that's everybody around. So if you want to do it as well,
Oh.
Miles, you guys all saw him go down. And
I got a 6 on my sense motive, so I think Flopsy's down. Now I'm pissed.
Flopsy
Okay.
has acting chops.
I got a 2.
Okay, so both of you are of the opinion that took Flopsy under, and he is now bleeding out. He's helpless, defenseless, bleeding out on the floor, and you are delaying.
I do.
Miles,
I have a
seeing
question.
that, what are you going to do?
Well, I have a question.
Yep.
Is Tippy back? Do I have Tippy with me?
Is Tippy back? How far away was Tippy?
It was circling around and
Yeah, but how far away? Was he out the 400 feet, the 500 feet that you thought that this
I don't
guy
think
could
I can fit him
dimension
that.
or?
Well, if you're messaging, surely you could tell him to come back, and he'd have just come straight back, right? Because when he came in,
it all depends on how far and
when-
how long
when he
has to
came in,
travel.
he
was
would have
long after he'd
been
gone out,
enough that time that he could get
Was
back.
he just around the warehouse?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
then definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So with Tippy back on my shoulder, I am going to cast a little spell into Tippy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to send him at
light speed.
Skellsky.
Scales Gig.
Yep.
To deliver a touch attack.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's ballsy.
Yep. I've never done a touch attack for either. Do I do it from a spell, or do I do it from
It's just normal attack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tippy's
But
normal
Tippy's
touch
normal
attack.
mine?
No, it's Tippy's.
Tippies. Please hold. 16.
A 16 touch attack is going to make it.
Ooh. The spell I have. Oh, we're going to do
Percentile chance. Yep.
Percentile chance. 86.
All right. That touches. You actually hit flesh.
The spell I have just delivered is Inflict Light Wounds.
Ooh, okay. What does that mean for me?
It means saving throw will save for half.
Okay, so let's do a will save. Ooh, that's not good at all. 10.
Where was that when I was trying to
I know,
frickin'
right?
miss?
Yeah, that was
fortune?
that's the lowest I've rolled all day. I've been rolling quite well.
So that's 7 points of damage.
That's good.
In the
That is very good. And all of that goes through. Now we have a new player on the field. That is Tippy, who is right next to there. Now on roll 20, for those people playing at home, Tippy is being played by a red imp.
looks like a phoenix from where I'm sat.
I just can kind of imagine it, like little bird rocketing forward.
It would look
Jabbing
like a
with the
freaking metal
Just
dart,
boink.
wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Coming
and
in.
then like plague boils and stuff just spreading from where.
Cool.
It does
What
it.
is Tippy's to hit?
Well, I assumed it's because it's a
No, don't complicate it,
finesse
Lindsay.
creature,
Don't
it's the
complicate it.
dex.
Just treat it
So
like
it's
shopping.
+2.
It's +2.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
so
14.
I didn't think it would be very big because he's a small creature, or tiny or something. Isn't
I didn't
he?
add any damage because it's like a -5 on strength.
Yeah. No, you're literally delivering a touch spell for that one. All right. That is Miles. We are now in round number 7. Flopsy, you're dead on the floor as far as Skellsgig is concerned. He can smell the blood. He spat your flesh out. There is now a creature between Skellsgig, Reg, and Miles. The only viable target now is for him to turn around and unleash 3 attacks at one creature. And that one creature is Tippy. First attack, 14. 63 percentile chance. What is Tippy's armor class?
16.
Misses. Second attack, 28.
That'll do it.
Okay, and that's 44 to hit, so it's actually going to come through. That is going to rip Tippy for 6 points from the first claw.
Oh, lucky at their spare nuts and bolts.
Cast
And the
mending on him,
second
don't they?
attack is an 18 with a 69 percentile chance.
Your
That
amateur
hits.
voice then.
That hits.
Come on, Max. No, that is another 6 points of damage at Tippy.
Just a question there, Justin. Does Skelsgig 5 foot closer to anyone else, or just maintain his position?
Well, he can't because essentially he can either stand on top of you, but because Tippy actually occupies, I guess he can move onto Tippy's space, but Tippy's right there, so he's just turned around and swatting him out of the air.
There is, if you want to take it, the option to move to the south of Tippy.
Tippy does fall to that floor.
Stop playing my card.
Okay.
Just offering the options, Justin. More into a descriptive opportunity for the audience.
Yeah, on that last hit, Tippy falls to the floor with a error. Like clink, clink, clink.
Oh, and then nuts and bolts all fall and his wings fall off.
Yep.
Tippy dead. I told you I'd kill someone.
Does that open up a 5 foot step opportunity for Skelsgig, Justin?
It does, but he doesn't take it.
Ah, great.
Reg, it's your go.
So seeing Tippy fall to the ground and seeing Flopsy on the ground, I'm going to charge
Oof.
straight into Skelsgig.
Okay.
My boy's down. What am I going to do? I'm not going to let him get eaten. That's for sure. Why can't we crit this thing? It's not fair.
Why can't I crit you?
Well, did you hit him? Is the real question.
Yeah, 93. 23 on the hit.
23 on the hit. What was
Yep.
the percentile?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Fuck me dead.
No, that's
12.
what's going to happen to Flopsy.
12.
Oh, okay. So you move right up into his grill. You
Yep.
attempt to smack him, and you just fly. You get his jaw, but your hand just flies straight through his incorporeal form. You kind of come off balance a bit, but because you are a trained martial artist, you pick it back up and you get back into form. Flopsy, you're on the floor. You're playing dead at this point in time, but you're also holding. You can have a go now, or are you just going to wait?
Flopsy fully had expected Skelsgig to move away and then attack Skelsgig, because being next to Skelsgig is not where Flopsy needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen now with everyone charging at Skelsgig. So he's got
Stop
some
being so
decisions
good at
to
bluffing.
make.
Yeah, they think you're dead.
Flopsy opens his eyes and says, "And scene."
Always the theatrics.
It takes a full round action to move. No, it's going to get an attack of opportunity either way. There's no way out of that space without an attack
They
of
really-
opportunity.
Can you get an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity when you're within my...
Yes.
Doesn't that
Yeah.
provoke an attack of opportunity?
No.
No.
Oh, right.
No, I love
I'm
that
clutching
you
at
think
straws. I am clutching at straws.
It was why I was offering the 5 foot step before.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
really hoping
Nice.
a
Trying to be
stand
helpful.
and throw would have been the way to go.
Yep.
Move action, stand up 5 foot back.
Your stance provokes an attack of opportunity from Skelsgig. You move upwards as a move action. This may not hit you. Does a 15 strike your
No, he's on
armor?
16s. Suck it.
Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah.
16 bounces off his mage armor.
It bounces off his mage armor. Bonk! And you 5 foot step back away from
So
him.
back into the north.
Okay.
To the north.
So there's a little bit of around the side action, a little bit of cover.
Yep.
And then Flopsy will cast a magic missile.
Oh, how many of those you got?
Lots.
All day.
At 2 points of damage.
2 points. Strings through. Ooh, teardrops. Oh, Skelsgig is now looking not good at all. He's shaky. Teardrops are striking into him with force, and he's starting to look more battered and bloodied. He can see a little bit of blood trickling out from the corner of his eye, just showing you that he's not doing so well. Miles, it is your go.
Miles is going to cast his new spell that took 5 scrolls to do, Hex Vulnerability, which is a will save from
Ooh.
Skelsgig, please.
All right. Hex vulnerability, natural 17.
Oh. Having a rough time with those those
Yeah.
spells, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Where was that 3 that we rolled before?
And then he's just going to move a little bit more to the south and like towards them a little bit just to try and cover any exits if Skelsgig tries to leg it.
Through that southern door there, just covering it
Yeah.
over that grate. This is round number 8.
I was really hoping Tippy would be the hero there. Just
It was close.
He has been. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was impressive.
A little bit of a peek behind the curtain here. So the reason why he didn't 5 foot step back, Brett, is because he knew something was going to happen. He knew something that you guys don't. because Skelsgig takes a 5-foot step diagonally backwards, away from the reach of Reg, away from the reach of Flopsy, just as his form becomes entirely corporeal.
Right, now, come
Whoa.
on, motherfucker.
He breaches into the material plane.
Can I do a check on that? What's going on here?
Make a spellcraft.
Spellcraft, planes, what? Spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft planes.
Can I make it too?
If you could see it.
Can't
Which
see
you
why I
can.
wouldn't.
Flopsy rolls an 18 as he hones in on that number.
22 for Miles.
Both of you think that it is the duration of a spell just evaporating, that the spell that caused him to become incorporeal has finished.
Is it like a blink spell or something?
It is a blink spell.
Oh, you fuck.
Because that's exactly what you see him cast one more time as his corporeal form again blinks in and out of existence. He casts that spell away from all of you, and we're going to find out what happens and finish this next time.
No.
Come on. Got him on the ropes, boys.
You have got him on the ropes, and Justin needs a break.
Absolutely thought you guys would all draw him out and Flopsy would stand up and just throw a bob at his back. All I needed was a 5-foot step, stand and throw. And that would have been great.
The biggest nightmare that I had in all of that was that when that spell ran out, he was going to be surrounded